I was teaching the basic concept of a human reproductive system, which I have taught for 20 some years. Four of my students just walked out. So the semester ended. And on January 12th, I received an email from the Vice President of Academic Success at St. Philip's College that they are doing an ethic violation investigation on me due to some complaints that they received.
There is a story coming out of Texas that is just ridiculous. San Antonio, to be specific, and a community college that I can't remember the name of, to be even more specific. There's a teacher, a professor that has been teaching like anatomy, physiology, biology for 20 years at this particular college, and he has just been fired. And I will let him explain why it is utterly ridiculous.
Texas, I live in Texas. We teach what science is, I thought, in my state. What did you do that was so wrong?
See, I have been teaching human anatomy and physiology at St. Philip's College, which is one of the community colleges in the city of San Antonio. And last fall, when that is November of 2022, while I was teaching the basic concept of a human reproductive system, which I have taught for 20 some years, four of my students just walked out. So the semester ended. And on January 12th, I received an email from the Vice President of Academic Success at St. Philip's College that they are doing an ethic violation investigation on me due to some complaints that they received. So I responded to his email and asked him, what are the complaints? Then he said, the human resources will, the further communication will be with the human resources. Nobody from human resources contacted me. But on January 27th, I received another email from him saying that my teaching was religious. It was a religious preaching and was offensive to some individuals in the classroom. So I am terminated. I am fired. In fact, I was shocked. A school where I taught for 20 years and without giving me any reason to respond and without letting me know what the complaints are, I got a termination letter.
This is where we're at, sir?
Yeah. Yeah, this is what is happening in the school. Yeah.
It's funny. It's nice that he can laugh about it, that he can kind of laugh it off. But I'm sure he's just like, what is wrong with the world? And somebody said all the big cities in Texas are liberal. Yeah, they are. They are. They're all liberal now.
I mean, like everybody.
I hope
literally
so too.
Everybody.
This is madness. And then these are the people who are like, follow the science.
Right.
I'm not following your damn science because it's not science. I mean, this is insanity what these people are doing. I really worry about new doctors. I worry about people who are going into the science field, who are learning. What are they learning, you guys? What are these kids learning?
They're certainly not learning to actually have a conversation instead of just walking out of a classroom like they've flipped a Monopoly board over.
Yeah.
How about you just ask a question, have a debate? That's what college is supposed to be about.
You're right.
These kids are absolutely ridiculous.
They are ridiculous. And I even know a person who told me she's an oncologist, and she told me she went into med school conservative. She came out a liberal.
Wow.
And that's fact. And people are doing that now. Kids, young adults, young people who are going into medical school. This is happening. That's medical school. So if you think that, your kids can get out of undergrad unscathed, okay, well then send them to medical school
or don't.
Yeah. I mean, it's nuts. It's like they just cannot escape the indoctrination no matter where they go. You think that you think, okay, well, they're going into the sciences and they're going to be okay. They're not okay. Like, I think my daughter is like, she's interested in engineering. I think she's going to be fine. I don't know if she's going to be fine because I'm thinking nowadays, God, by the time she gets into college, she probably won't be fine. unless I just completely pummel her every single day with conservative. You know what I mean? It's like, I just don't know, because nowadays there's no like study, no course of study that is exempt from indoctrination. It's crazy what they're doing in colleges.
They've made it infect everything. They've made it a prerequisite in a lot of schools, all the diversity training and all that nonsense.
It is permeating every field, Florence. And it's like, what are we going to do about it as parents? What do we need to do? Yeah, it's like we need to flush the colleges at this point.
And I don't know how. I don't even know.
And people are like, look for conservative colleges. There are like 2.
Yeah.
I can't. And if you are going into a field like engineering, they don't have engineering programs there, y'all. So this is the thing. Hillsdale doesn't have engineering programs. Sorry, but they don't. So, I mean, this is the problem with some people who want to go into certain fields. You can't pick a conservative college. You see what I'm saying? So it's tough for some kids.
Yeah. And especially tough if they're involved in a sport.
Right.
Right.
Precisely.
It's tougher.
Yeah. Like, do they have a swim program? No. Yeah. So this is the thing. You can't just say, send them to a conservative college. It's not that way for everything. And Texas A&M, that's another thing. I was telling Mock about that the other day, and she sent me an article back, and she's like, Texas A&M has gone woke. And I'm like, geez. I mean, you can't escape it, you guys. Yeah. And
you really can't.
Liberty's great. But I mean, when it comes to academics, I don't know. I mean, do they have every single thing that you want your kid to study? I don't know. This is the thing. It's one thing to say, send your kid to a conservative college. It's another thing to fight back against the schools who are infecting our kids. You can't just say, well, we're just going to send our kids to the 2 colleges that are conservative. I don't think that's the right approach. I think
it's not reasonable. I mean, not every conservative parent can do that.
No, we can't do that. I mean, I think we have to fight back against these schools that are infecting our children. I don't think the right approach is to just send our kids to 2 schools, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the right approach. We've got to start fighting back to these schools it's not fair. Where are the conservative professors? I used to teach at the college level, and I don't do it anymore because I do what I do. But I know that there were other people like me who loved to teach at the college level. Where are they? Why aren't they being hired? That's what we need to start focusing on, is like getting more of those people in the schools teaching, getting conservatives back in the classrooms. Where the hell are they? Get them back in there.
Teachers where you don't know, because you're not supposed to know.
Well, that's the thing, is that nobody knew what my political affiliation was, but you know darn well that 99% of professors now, I mean, there are statistics on it. We have data to show that 99% of college professors are in fact liberals. Why is that? Why aren't conservatives? Why isn't there a balance? You know, it's insane that students are only being taught by liberals with one viewpoint. That's not okay. It's not okay.
It's not okay. The hope is, I mean, the only way that I know to begin to fight back is to start with your kids well before they get to college, and tell them what to look for and listen for, and tell them you're about to be sent on a total excursion of indoctrination. And let me just tell you how this works and what you need to know in advance, what buzzwords they're going to try to throw at you, what they're going to try to infect your brain with, so that they're armed with truth before they ever get to that point. That's really, I mean, that's all you can do as a parent, you know, at least right now.
And it still doesn't help sometimes.
Right. I mean, it's still, there's kids that with the best upbringing possible, they decide, well, my friends know more than my parents, or my influences are going to be other than my parents. And it's hard to stop that with free will, strong-willed, independent kids. You guys, stop wasting time and money effing with your face.
Don't F with it.
I think we've mentioned this before, but
just don't do it.
There's no need. You can just use amazing skincare, and you can get amazing skincare from genucel.com/chicks. Right now, their summer essentials package, which is essential, like the name says, because summer is the season to hydrate. And that is what their summer essentials package is all about. It's got the ultra retinol in it, which is the most amazing, just soft and light, but yet super effective moisturizer. We both
emollient. It's emollient.
I love that word.
It's way better than moist. It's so much better than moist.
So much better.
Yeah.
Oh my God, emollient. That's such a
Emollient.
nice flowy word.
Yeah, it's
But
good.
it's a good word to describe the ultra-retinol. But it's
Right.
like emollientive, but also very light. Like I don't like goopy,
Right.
you know.
Heavy stuff on your
Yeah.
face. Right.
And
It
this is
soaks right in.
yeah, it just it's like you're all the little it's like imagine every pore in your face having a tiny little tongue. Every pore. And then as soon as you put this on,
don't wanna
every
imagine
little
that.
tongue goes
I
and
don't
it like
wanna
sucks it in.
I
That's
don't
what
really
happens.
wanna imagine that, but okay. Okay.
Well, that's what happens with the
Okay.
ultra-retinol.
All right.
That's included. There's so many good hydrating products that are included in the Summer Essentials package, and it is 65% off right now. Plus, you get some goodies thrown in. So they
Yeah.
always take care of you at
They're the best.
JennySell.com/checks. Check it out, you guys. Check it out.